Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is going to be World of Tanks. I'm just logging into the game. I've been sleeping all day long, so it should be a really good game. Apparently, one of the things that happens, I'm streaming and then I lie down for a nap, and I leave the stream with me sleeping in the background, and it's gone on for hours like that. But you know what? YouTube apparently they cut the stream, so I don't see at the end of the. Or maybe I've got videos with me sleeping at the end. I don't know, but I believe that they are actually cutting the stream when I take a nap after playing. Oh, so it takes me a long time to get into the garage because I am playing from Asia. I did get a gun mark on the ELC Even 90. It's not here. You click the tab. This vehicle, I got the gun mark today. There it is. So the LT432 and the HWK, I can get the gun mark. The HWK, I could get the gun mark in 2 or 3 games. And the LT432, I'm going to need like 10 games. The Leopold. These older tanks, I need to replay because they did not have gun marks when I played them. So we got a fun message here from someone. Talk about breaking down team spirit. I think after that one, team just gave up. I'm really not sure what he's talking about, but I had a lot of lousy games today, so I'm going to say that it was probably one of those from Mr. War Crash. War Crash, you are my hero. You are now featured, and you're going to be seen all around the world by 10 people that watch my live stream. Anyone want to platoon? Okay, so I usually play a test game first. This is a South America server, so we're going to switch because I get better performance on the U.S. server. On the U.S. server, I get, in a good day, 240 milliseconds. South America, over 300. And people say, oh, Latin American players aren't good. That's just not true. I've played on the, I used to live in South America. They were just as good as the North American players. It's going to take a little bit of time to get in. I'm probably going to play with the A46. I am doing some testing with the A46 because the A46 is a piece of garbage tank. So I need to test it in order to get the right equipment for it to make sure I can improve it so that I can go kill everyone. The issue is speed. I take speed, as you all know. And I believe that this vehicle needs engine power, and I added like what's called a turbo booster or something. It really didn't make a difference. So I might add the turbo booster, the fuel consumable, and additional browsers. And as we all know, everybody loves additional browsers. Normally, I would only use additional browsers in frontline with a wheeled vehicle or something like that. Oh, look at that chat message. Does anybody want a platoon? Okay, so the turbo booster I don't think was a good improvement. I guess I'm going to give up the small repair kit, send it to the depot. And I'm going to use only the large. I do want to keep the first aid kit, and the reason why is, why does it got to do this? Why? The first aid kit, I've been losing my crew, and I actually had a game where I lost all of my crew except for the loader. And it was so bad. Maybe that was what the guy was emailing me about. It was so bad. My vehicle was driving so slow. Okay, so we're going to take out the vents because we do want the additional spotting. I'm going to go for mobility here, which is obviously not that. Traverse speed and maintaining speed. And then we've got traverse and other useless garbage. First, we'll try with the fuel. These things really work. There's a tank called the AC-1 Sentinel. And by adding fuel, the tank performance goes up dramatically. And I'm one of the top players in the AC-1 Sentinel and the AC-4, which are two of the greatest Australian tanks ever made. Everybody knows that. You already knew that. Actually, you know what? The Bob Semple tank. Or that might be a New Zealand tank. Probably Australian. Okay, key to victory. So this I plan to do with a tier 10 tank. I just have to improve the mission. I must not have a mission activated. Oh, no, wait, this doesn't have missions for the Object 279. I tell you, I've been doing the Chimera missions. I really just got to do... this vehicle is the A46. This is a British Tier 6 light tank. The map is Mountain Pass. So I've changed the equipment. I added the turbo booster and the fuel consumable, the 105, with a little red can. And it seems like it's making a big difference. It drives like a normal tank. It's not sluggish anymore. I did get 216 spotting damage on that T-20. You can see my team is doing an excellent job heading down the ice road. This is surely going to be a victory. And if you know about my wall of soda cans, it is falling down right now, which is going to impact my gameplay. I think I stopped it. Maybe one day I'll show you the wall. Okay, so this game's going to be a disaster, and I really have no choice but to get out of here. We are going to get demolished. So there's an E25. I did get 1,053 spotting damage. I want to thank my allies. What the hell happened? See, that's the type of thing that happens when you have the issue with the ping time. What do you think's going to happen here? Oh, you missed. Look at that ricochet. I'm forgetting to fire because I'm so obsessed with ramming him. Ah! So again, with the issue with the ping, what the hell's going on? Just lousy gameplay. You see what's going on here. Yeah. So that's what happens because I've got the issue with the ping time. The gameplay just tanks. My vehicle was freezing up. It wasn't moving when I was hitting the key for it to do something. It was jumping around a little bit. And I was forgetting to fire because I was focused on ramming the guy. Okay, but that's the game. I'm not worried about it right now. Basically, the issue is that I was living in an apartment that had a good internet connection. It was 25 megabits, and it was only like 1 megabit going up, which isn't that great. It's pretty pathetic. I moved into a hotel, which I will tell the story in a moment, while you post amazing comments on my stream about what a great player I am. I gotta type my notes in about the game. This would be, oh, no, this is a Lemming video, so I have to call it Lemming. Okay, back into the game. Okay, so even though the ping time is crappy, I am going to play. Now I'm going to do my personal reserves. The ping was not great, but I've got so many personal reserves, I don't care. Yeah, so the issue with my internet connection, Maybe I'll wait till the game starts before I explain. My landlord owns a hotel, and he sold the apartment. And he basically said, you got to move out 2 days from now, or 3 days from now. So, okay. See you later. So now I have this issue, which I will explain soon. This vehicle is the LT-432. This is a Russian Tier 8 light tank. The map is Studzianki. There's actually a sign which is in this area, like the H5 area, where it actually says Studzianki. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it in this game. I'll see if I can find it real quick. It's around here somewhere. I don't see it. But if you look over there, you'll see that there is a Studzianki sign. So what I usually do is drive out until I spot something, and then I turn back. You know what? I'm going to take a chance at going down into here. And here's how you do it. And I'm not well practiced at this, but you go up like right over here, and then it's really easy to come down. Oh, look at that spin. I am practicing spinning because there's a maneuver I used to do driving in triangles, which I mentioned, and I know you're going to say, no, there's no such thing as driving in triangles. No, there is. There absolutely is. It's just that you need a vehicle that has good acceleration. Otherwise, I don't think it works. Look how slowly this vehicle's turning around. I've got great frontal armor, so... Oh, come on! POS. Yeah, as an Unicum, you don't do that. An Unicum would never do that because there's a risk that he might die. So when you're thinking about improving your gameplay, you can't take that risk. But I do because, I really don't care as much as the Unicums do. That's just a garbage game. No, you know what? I will keep it in. For everyone who loves garbage. I do want to check one more thing. I see if my replays are recording. Nah, man. I have to do a little change. Change the little diapers. Yeah, there's a recording software that I use that has a problem. I don't think I recorded some of the gameplay. So, come on. I'm going to do a little test. Okay, it's working. Yeah, so I missed that. If you were watching me against the E25, it was a good little gameplay, and it was not recorded. Hey! I got to get my light source, which is over there. Okay, so this vehicle is the A46. This is a British Tier 6 light tank. The map is Siegfried Line. I do recommend you get anything to improve the engine performance for this vehicle. Otherwise, it's going to be sluggish. I added the fuel consumable and the turbocharger. Although I will also test additional grousers. I'm going to get out of here real quick. Oh, yeah, look at that. The Great Escape. Nice shot. Okay, so in this case, you want to check to see if SPGs are in the game. There are 3 enemy SPGs, which means it is worth it to spot. You want to go through and stay, obviously, on the lower side of the hill. What the hell was that? Did you see where that shot went? Come on. Come on, man. One of the issues of having a high ping time is the shots go all over the place. So I was telling the story about how I was living in an apartment and my landlord sold the apartment. And here we have a lockdown. So we weren't allowed to go in the swimming pool. I lived there for like 7 months, no, 8 months, 9 months. Didn't get to go in the swimming pool once. And it's like 90 degrees outside. So I was a little bit upset about that. I was excited about going swimming and about bulking up. Oh, come on. You know what? It was stupid me. It was my fault. I wasn't watching the mini-map. We don't have enough allies. Oh, maybe we kind of do. I don't know. I'm going to get into another game because I want to tell this amazing story. So one day, so I have 25 megabit per second internet, which here really doesn't mean anything because the internet is crappy no matter what. It was like testing it, I would get like 15 going download and like 1 going up because they don't know how to figure it, you know? They don't know how to configure it. So I moved into the hotel. My landlord owns a hotel. And the internet, it just drops packets. And it's not the latency that hurts your game. It's the packet loss that hurts the game. Because when you have packet loss, that's when you're aiming forward and the shot goes off in this direction somewhere, or the tank just freezes, or it just stops, or you drive into the river, or something like that. You know, all that happens because of the packet loss, or the sixth sense doesn't go off. Or you just start the game and it's AFK, and then you got to wait 2 minutes for the game to crash, and you restart it, and then when you come back, you're dead. They're like, you suck, man. Look at your win rate, man. You get 49% win rate. You know, it really hurts. I went posted in the World of Tanks Asia forum, and the guy says that I'm a sucky player, the moderator. It's like, F you, man. On the Asia server, I have a 70% win rate. You know, people just have bad attitudes. They're so obsessed with stats. Who knows where that shot went? Got to get ready to run. Got a lot of allies over here. Okay. I'm crying. Major Tom killed me. I still want to tell the story about the internet, so we'll get into another game. Okay, so that really hurt. So basically, I get a lot of packet loss, and I'm literally right next to the router. If you can see on the video feed, there's a wall behind me. It's above. There's a door behind me. It's above the door. That's where the router is. Right. It's literally like right there. Wi-Fi router, and I still get the packet loss. So I might run a wire, run a cable. Okay, this time I'm done goofing around. I might not chit-chat as much. I'm going to have better games. I am working on the gun marks. I'll tell you my progression. The first gun mark usually takes me 50 games. The second gun mark starts to slow down, but usually 85, 90 games, I guess. The third gun mark, the game, it gets to be so slow that I'm going to save it for later. And there's some tanks, like this is a vehicle it's going to be hard to get gun marks on. I look at various statistics that tell you if it's going to be difficult or not. Like, how do you rank? If you play the game, you play 50 games, and you're not a top-ranked player, it might be a little difficult to get a gun mark in the vehicle. I could park right over here. Hello. No, how do they say it in Russian? They say, Pravda. Borscht. Gotta zigzag a little bit. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Spinny, spinny. Got a lot of spotting damage. That was totally worth it. You know, there's people that are afraid to run out at the beginning. They miss all those 956 spotting damage with one shot. What the hell happened? They really hit me that many times. Okay. 1800 spot. So that 1800 spot is actually really good, and it's going to advance me closer to the gun mark. So I'm it's not so bad. Okay, let's have some better games. Now I'm getting serious. Now I'm getting serious. Okay, Siegfried. El Haluf. Yes, got it. Trying to guess the map. What the hell is that? Eleven, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm going to do my standard spotting round. This is the A46. This is a British Tier 6 light tank, and the map is El Haluf. We have a low number of people on the server, which means that they're going to play like artards. So they're going to play really dumb, which means they're going to be extremely unpredictable. Normally, I would go further. Yeah, I think I can make it. You really just got to go, because if you delay getting there, you're going to get spotted. So you want to come out to this position. Oh, F you, man. That, just by delaying, that could have cost me the game. Yeah. really don't want to delay. That was a dumb thing to do. You know what? It wouldn't have made a difference. He still would have spotted me. But I learned an important lesson from that. I'm going to just check this message, which I'm sure is going to be really awesome. So here's what I just learned. What I should have done is gone to the bush a little bit earlier on that map. Like, let's say 1 second earlier, I still would have gotten good spotting, and that guy would not have spotted me, nor would anybody have in that position. So there was another bush I could have used. That's just a bush that I always used from a long time ago. So we're going to see what this player wants to do for a platoon. Maybe he's away from his keyboard. I do like to platoon with people. Ideally, I want to play wheeled vehicles. But, you know, I play through the tech tree. So I don't even have the tier 10 wheeled vehicle yet. I might be on the tier 9. I'm not sure. So, you know, it's a tier 10 that you want to play. I had such an awful game on Tundra, and I still got 19,000 credits. Wow, look at that. I won 19,000 credits for this, for spotting 2 tanks. I mean, how did that happen? So I want to platoon with this player. I'm hoping that he'll pick a tank. I'll pick a tank. I don't want to look at this. I'm embarrassed. Okay, come on. Let's get into a platoon. You're learning something about live streaming. Little bit of a delay. Tiny bit of a delay. Yeah, so when you live stream, there is a bit of a delay. I actually have that vehicle. And you have to do a delay for a couple of reasons. Number one, I have a bad internet connection. So the delay allows the other end to catch up if part of the stream is lost, which used to happen a long time ago. But the reason why I'm in this hotel is because he's got a reasonably good internet connection. But his is screwed up. There's something wrong with his. Like his is faster uploading than downloading. Hey, can you hear me? I guess not. Okay, this is the HWK-30. This is a German Tier 8 light tank. The map is Erlenberg. You know what? I don't like to go that way. See, that's what happens when I'm not paying attention. I like to go this way. It used to be good to go. It used to be great to go to that bush right there, but now not so much because they made too many weird changes to the map. So now what I do is I park over here and I dominate. So I used to park over here and spot everybody, and it's good because you're closer to the enemy. But we're going to keep him lit. But the problem now is that you do need sniper support. If you don't have sniper support, they will come after you. And you could have a bad day, you know what I mean? That was a lousy shot. I'm going to use this house to block. I guess I'm not. So what would happen now if I got where that house is that if I parked right over here, they might come around looking for you. And if you watch my videos, I totally mastered this position. Anytime they come around looking for me, I usually defeated them because I knew how to handle all the situations. But they totally changed the terrain, so you can't really do it anymore. And they changed the position in the back for support, so you get less support. And, man, you didn't do too well. And there's wheeled vehicles in the game, which means that they can come in real fast. And players are a lot better now. Like before, light tanks didn't go out hunting people down, but now they do. So it defeats the position. I should go back into the garage. I'm guessing that RI guy is Rhode Island guy. Okay, I just want to check my audio to make sure I did everything properly. The audio checker. I don't remember if I tested the audio at the start. This way. Yeah, I did. Okay. How sick he is. Pick your tank. Oh, I guess he only has one tank. You know, it's fun to play on the test server because it's mostly Russian players, and the chat, the voice chat is very entertaining. Okay, so I'm going to try to pull in a tier 8 heavy tank. No, I can't do that. Man, this might be tough. E75 TS I can do. Or the IS-3A. Okay. The live stream has a delay, and the reason why is because there are people that do bad things during live streams, so there's a delay. And I'm not going to tell you how much it is, but it's a really long delay. Not that anybody's going to see this. It's in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 minute delay. So like you'll be on Twitch and people say, hey, why is there a delay? Why don't you make it more real time? And when people say stuff like that, you know the reason why they're doing it. It's because they want to harass you in battle. And I've been harassed in battle before. They can do a lot of nasty things. But you know, I don't care so much. I'm not a crybaby. You're not a crybaby, you're so angry. Okay, so this is, I am platooning with another player on the NA server. This is the IS-3A. This is a Russian Tier 8 heavy tank, and the map is Siegfried Line. You'll notice that I do not play with gold rounds, and I really can't do brawling very much because of my high ping time. It's at 220 right now. If I brawl, the enemy's always going to shoot me first. It's just the way it is. They have the advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this position over here. I'm going to knock a bunch of trees down and missed a shot on that guy. But that's okay. You know, you got to knock a few trees down in order to damage a couple tanks. That's a true saying. I don't know what he shot at. He shot at nothing. I don't see the object in 277. But basically, you just go back and forth over here. You see I'm up to 0 damage, which is the most I've done today. I might end up having more influence later in the game. It is a tier 10 game. And this is going to be a tough position for a guy who doesn't fire gold rounds. And it's not the best position. You know, because I play so many tanks, they like, you might want to be back over there a little. Come on. He's dead. That guy's probably got a big gun. Effing a-hole. So the SPG is right here. Really can't do much here. I do want to go for the Centurion. You really just got to take the shot and hope for the best. Maybe you penetrate, maybe you don't. I only had 2 shots. That's too bad. It's going to be one of those games where I'm going to have to get a lot of spotting damage, right? Okay, so I missed my shot on that tank because I wasn't reloaded. But you can see how this is a flexible position. Come on. I know you can say, you can't penetrate that. But what choice do I have? It's not like he's going to show me his rear. If you got the ammo, then fire. Because you know what? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do penetrate. So I got an issue here with hit points. Maybe I'll make up for it in damage. Come on. Yeah. See, the Udis knows what he's doing. The problem with playing over here is that you need, you know, you can get behind all the trees you want, but if nobody is spotting, then you're effed. Did I get damage? No damage. It looks like my platoon mate is no longer with us. I might have to spot for my ally. Really have little choice. Which will be the Udis and whoever's next to him. Looks like a prototype. See how he's right there? They do cross over sometimes. Because they don't know that, like, we're just sitting here waiting for them. score is 6-4. This is not good. Where I am right now, not good. This is better. Where the Renegade is, you used to be able to easily cross over, but they always remove stuff like that because the sucky players will complain like a bunch of crybabies. I really need to do more damage. I need to get more out of this game. I'm not going to be able to do anything again. Oh, that SU-130 just died. Score is 9-4. This is a good time to kind of advance, because if we stay in the back, we're just going to miss all the chances to do damage. See, these guys are doing an excellent job letting me through. Yeah. It made me the platoon commander. I screwed something up. I need to fix it. This fucking computer is a piece of garbage. Been using computers since the 1970s. I can't believe how. Platooning with, yeah, I got it wrong. Been using computers since the 1970s. They never get faster. The speed of the computer gets faster, but the overhead nullifies it. This vehicle is the E75TS. This is a German Tier 8 heavy tank. The map is Pearl River. Yeah, see how there's a little bit of a lag here? This is a good tank. I like playing it. And when I say I like playing it, I'm not judging it based on armor and penetration, all that. I mean, I just enjoy playing it. I don't care about the stats as much as all the Anakims do. Ram him. So this is a new map. I haven't played it very much. I don't really have a solid strategy for it. I used to, and it was really fun. I had a really good strategy. It takes a long time. It could take, 6 months to a year to come up with a super winning strategy, and then they change the map or pull it from the game, and it really sucks. He is an autoloader, but I should have the armor. You notice I'm angling to put my stronger armor more facing that side. You don't want to have the wrong angle, right? There is one SPG in the game. I do got to get out of here, so I'm trying to come up with a plan. I don't want to die. Okay, now I've gotten out of here. I think that I am going to help out in the north over here. We really need help. Although I might have just said something that is not true. They could use some help over here too. Yeah, there it is. Oh, nice. That's just what I need. So now I'm going to be able to get some damage in this game. He's a T-29. They don't really have strong guns. Thank you, sweet. Oh, come on. Piece of garbage. Got it. Bahe. Its score is 1-5. Lining up on the minimap. I just assume that there's a tank right there. Scores 2-7. They're going to hunt us down. They're going to kill all of us. Oh, F you, man. I don't like playing these tanks. Can you imagine that? Because of the issue with my ping time, I'd rather be playing SPG and spotting. I don't like to play heavy tanks. And unfortunately, this vehicle, it doesn't really have a strong gun. If you play an autoloader, what you're going to notice is that in general, the stock guns for an autoloader are going to have lower penetration and might do lower damage. That's just the design of the game, the balancing. El Haluf, no Sand River. This should be better for a heavy tank. See how I got like the Chimera? It's like the 15th mission. The only ones that I really got to work on is the German ones. They're all high damage missions. And I'm going to need to play like the E100 and the Mouse. I don't think I own them, but I've researched them. I'm going to go this way. Okay, so this is the IS-3A. This is a Russian Tier 8 heavy tank, and the map is Sand River. Usually a tank like this I would only play with Frontline. And that's where I get all the games from. But when you do that, you don't get mastery badges. You don't get gun marks. And a lot of the tanks that I have, this is a fun tank to play, but I don't have enough games in them. Like, I might have a cool tank that I might have played like 5 times over the course of a year. So I'm going to come over here. Is that an IS? No. I thought it might be an IS-5. But it isn't. I really don't have enough experience with hull down positions because I just don't play heavy tanks enough. I am going up the slope because it just in general works with any tank. You know, any tank you can go up the slope and get a shot. And again, I know it's not going to penetrate, but what you have to understand is that the penetration values are average plus or minus 25%. And that's what people don't get about it. Like it might indicate, it'll say it's red that you can't penetrate, but it's actually not true. There is a chance that you will penetrate. And I'm like, you know, just fire and cross your fingers. Did he hit me for... Oh, it said Carnarvon damaged me. 2 tanks hit me. Yeah, I get annoyed playing. Like, I'm like, these guys are just going to stay hull down, and I want to play. I don't want to just sit here and wait. So, you know, why play if the game's going to take 20 or 30 minutes just to fire one shot? Okay, so here's what I did wrong. And I actually thought about making this change, but I didn't because I wasn't thinking straight. Instead of using that slope, I should have been using this slope, because by using this slope, I can still fire at who I want to, and those guys off in the distance can't shoot at me. Yeah, he's lucky. Man, that hurt. Yeah, this is an example where the game is moving very slowly. I mean, all these tanks are still over here. They still got most of their hit points. And I just get bored playing. I'm like, I could be doing something else. There's so many games that I have that I like to play. I'm ready to order more food. Yeah, maybe I should have gone grocery shopping. All I got is 4 cans of corn. And I got some sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's. You know what? I'm going to check to see if I can order some food because I'm hungry. Yeah, I can. I can get something else before they close. Maybe not. 3 to 11. What an Anakim would have done was load up the gold rounds and killed all those tanks. And they were firing gold at me, but I didn't even put any gold in my tank. I will someday, when I level up all of my tanks, and what happens is you just end up building lots of cash because you don't have to buy equipment anymore. You're not constantly buying tanks. You know, it costs 6 million credits to buy a tier 10 tank. So you start to accumulate gold, and when that happens, I'm just going to be firing gold rounds like crazy. Okay, let's see if I can match his tank. Looks like I can. I'm so hungry. Oh, I gotta click battle. All right, then go into battle. Batale, I think is how you say it in Spanish. Yeah, so it's been one lousy game after another, but that's okay. It's no big deal. What I like to do is play the same class of tank. Like, let's say light tanks, I'll just play all light tanks for the day. I don't switch between classes. And I've got like 300 tanks, so it's really no big deal. I'm not that happy with this map because it's a brawling map, and with my ping time, it's just going to be sucky. I don't know why people don't like encounter maps. I mean, they're not the most amazing game, but at least the gameplay is a little bit different. Almost no one ever caps ever anyway. It's so hot in here. It's like 10 p.m. Good job. Yep. These are all the experienced players. I have no idea what camo that is, but it looks really nice, and he's got a moose on the front. Okay, so this is the M4A1 Reveloris. This is a French tier 8 medium tank. The map is Himmelsdorf, which means Sky City or something like that. Sky Town. You notice he had an American flag on his hood, or as they say in the UK, on his bonnet. Oh, T92. Bonjour. Got a little bit of a long reload. It does a decent amount of damage. You know, the 330 is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about that. I just saw a lot of red, and I said, oh, I don't know if I'm going to penetrate that. Not cool. Okay, enough goofing around. See, we got some guys doing some stuff over there. Man, it is so hot. I gotta check the air conditioner. One cool thing about capping is it will bring the enemy to you, so you don't have to chase after them. And you got to get right behind me. Cool. Smart move. You used to be able to snipe up there at the top, but you really can't do it anymore. Or can you? Nice. Gotta watch that mini-map. There's a Boorask. Come on, dude. Scores 3-11. I gotta check the air conditioning. Who do you think is gonna win? Yeah, that's why he's got 3 marks. It's so hot. Man, it's so hot. I gotta wait for it to let me back in the game. Oh, okay, there it is. T2 light. So slow. Okay, here we go. It's so slow. Gotta make sure. Confirm readiness is suspended. I need, I guess I'll go with this. And the spotting range. Yeah, so the reason why I don't have equipment on every tank is because they're doing a discount in like 2 weeks. So I'm going to wait until they do the discount, and then I'm going to go buy all the equipment. It's going to use up all my cash. There's only 7,800 people on the server, so people don't play with the normal strategies that I'm used to. I have better games when there's 20,000 on the server. Like, I won't even play SPG right now. And light tanks, uh, 'Can you hear me okay? It is so hot here. We got creamed every game. I'm starting to feel the cool air. Long wait. You wait long time. Good time to check the news. Three-minute wait. So this M4A1, it's like a Sherman tank. If you want to know what it's like, you just pick up a Sherman tank. It's got a long reload. It does a decent amount of damage. It's got weak armor. I have good games with it. And because it's a Sherman tank, you're going to have a lot of experience playing it. Vive la France! This is the M4A1 Revelarice. This is a French Tier 8 medium tank. And the map is Siegfried Line. So it's a little bit slow. I got to be a little careful. Definitely not going to stop to fire. I'm going to stay obviously in the lower area here. In the lowlands. Use the house to block me as I cross over here and get back into the low area. I did get 200 spotting damage, which is nothing special. Definitely going to use the auto aim. Look at that. Stay behind hills as much as possible. You definitely want to use auto aim because if you have designated target, it is going to keep him spotted longer. Going to stay in the low area, going to keep on moving. No SPG in the game. That's an example of continuous movement. You really got to be hyper aware when you play in the middle of the map because they can hit you from all directions. Knock tons of trees down. It looks like they made it up into the upper level, which makes it a lot more dangerous. But it also makes it more challenging. Yeah, he's dead. He didn't make it. This is actually a good place to park. Oh, yeah. So even though it indicated that I wouldn't penetrate, you still want to fire if you got a lot of rounds because there is a chance you will penetrate. That's just average penetration. You've got the plus 25 minus 25%. I also aim very quickly. I don't spend a lot of time aiming. I just do the best I can and fire quickly. That wasn't going to work. Have little choice. He did. $53 TP. I got a decent amount of damage. Looks like my platoon mate is out of the game. You see that delay? I know you might not have noticed a delay, but there was a huge delay from when I pushed the button and the shot went out. After that. Obviously, I should have moved. I hit the wrong key on the keyboard for the repair. I wanted to hit the 4 and the 5, I think, to repair the track, and I hit the 5. But I also should have gone down and wasn't in a good position. And he cheated. He's a cheater. Last chance to order food. Man, it won't let me back in the game. I hate it when it does this. Can we do the new event? Yes. It says no platoon. Come on, what the... I mean, is there an option to invite someone? It's not available right now. So when I'm platooning, I'm probably not going to play the tanks that I'm working on the gun marks. I like the Burask. It's a good tank.